This might be the last part, but I'm really concerned. Maybe we are cursed and this quest is gonna last forever. But that might be really cool because I really love this quest. So we can directly dive into the quest. Yeah, the quest is so exciting. It has a little criminal case vibes. And also interrogations kind of stuff. So
What's
much
on your
fun.
mind, Odette? You haven't said a word.
I was thinking about Mitya. If he'd been unwilling to sacrifice himself by walking out into the snowstorm, that would have made more sense to me.
What do you mean? I don't
After
understand.
all, it seems like the dead don't perceive things any differently from the living.
So weird. So that led to it.
What do you want? I'm not in the mood to talk right now.
Okay, I'm leaving. Okay. I mean, he's not a bad guy, but he's an annoying guy. I can say that. He's definitely annoying. But he has a funny name. Shugunao.
Poor Mr. Mitya. I didn't even get to see him one last time.
We'll see him. We'll see him. I'm sure.
Maybe it's a good thing that you weren't there to see it. It was a hard thing to watch.
Oh, she also doesn't know that that Larry died, right?
I hate goodbyes. Why does it feel like everyone around me is slowly disappearing? Not just in here, I mean. In the outside world too.
In the outside world? What do you mean?
Maybe it's the realization that, at the end of life, everyone has to face it alone.
Deep conversations.
Come to think of it, the main reason we're still alive right now is pure luck. Each morning
kinda.
here, for every one of us, there's the chance that we might not wake up.
Yeah, correct.
Who can never be 100% sure when they drift off to sleep that they'll open their eyes again in the morning?
Definitely. Sleeping is actually really scary. I really don't understand how, like... But it's also, like, really sweet when you
If I
have
make
it...
it out of here, I'm going to cherish every moment that I'm awake and live without any regrets.
That's the best thing. That's the best.
Without regrets. I feel like a strange sense of anxiety has been quietly growing inside me over the last 2 days.
Let's talk about it. There's only a few of us left here now.
Yeah,
After
really, how
everything
many of
we've
us
been through,
left?
what's the point in keeping things bottled up?
Yeah, how many of us left? 4? Not 5, right? Mitya is gone. Valeria is gone. 2 were dead in the first morning, and... Yeah, we're really
I have a travel
few
companion named
people now
Paimon.
here.
Alosha and Odette have met her before.
Yeah.
She loves eating, sleeping, and having fun.
She loves
she's
eating
also
was
a
enough.
great guide.
Yeah, that's a wrong sentence. This sentence should have been she loves eating.
Over the last few days that we've been apart, I've often caught myself wondering, what would Paimon say if she were here right now?
Yeah.
But by the time I snap out of it, the conversation has already
didn't
moved
expect
on.
that.
And I'm still in my own little world. She means the whole world to me.
Yeah, that's so weird. That's the longest time I think we were apart.
I bet she misses you when you're not there as well. Maybe you're her entire world too.
Once I get out of here, I definitely don't plan on ever coming back.
Yeah,
But
of
I
course.
guess that means I'll never get to hear Vodyanitsa sing again. That's a sad thought.
Yeah, that's so sad because now we're in a bad situation, you know, we're trapped. But also when we will leave here, there are gonna be times that we're gonna miss here. And that's so weird and complicated, and I don't know, it's so weird.
Before I fall asleep, I should cherish this moment of companionship while it lasts.
Yeah. No, no, no. Black mists. No. Oh no. Who's gonna no Vodyanitsa or Tonya?
Am I?
Oh, we're alone. We're alone.
It's so
No.
dark in here. And I feel kind of
Tonya,
dizzy.
no.
Am I alone?
Child, come here. Save us. It's so dark in here and I feel kind of dizzy. Am I alone? Yeah, but it's not Tonya, it's Tonya's.
Huh? What was that noise?
It's Tonya. Not Tonya, but Tonya. Wow. Wow. Okay. Traveler.
Return,
Ether.
O spirits. Fulfill your oath of protection.
I'm alive? What just happened?
No time for questions. Quick, over here. Turn on the switch. We need to bring back the light.
What is going on? What is happening?
All right, we're safe. The spirit just now is called Night Prayer. The light subdues her, but she'll attack without a second thought in the dark. Sort of. I know it's hard, but you can't let this place go dark, or she'll kill you again.
Did I really just die? She really just killed me, and she can't kill you? That's good. At
Yep.
least one of us is
Luckily,
gonna
I was
be
here
alive.
to resurrect you. Otherwise, that'd have been a real bummer.
So we're really lucky that you are here.
A bit more than a bummer, I'd say. Wait, so you have the ability to resurrect people?
Yeah, we have crazy abilities too.
Sure I do.
You wanna
I'm your
hear about
guardian
them?
spirit, after all. I specialize in soul recall. Oh, it's nice to meet you, by the way.
What?
Thanks. It's nice to meet you too.
Oh, so it's like okay.
All right, there's no time to waste. The black mist is already catching up. We need to avoid it at night prayer at all costs. Come on, let's go.
Okay.
We need to reach the next switch before the place gets too dark. If we bring the light back, night prayer won't
Run,
be able to
run,
get to
run.
us.
Run. What? Activate.
Sweet, sweet light! It's back! Shh! It's night prayer. We need to move quick, but don't let her notice you.
Then where?
Look
Left?
out!
Left? Okay. But stamina is not on our side. Jump, 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 jump. Just like when you were using
Next
Huta when you
switch
didn't
is
have our C1.
Over there!
Jump, jump, jump. No, no, no. Tonya, have mercy on us. Where should I? Oh, I should float. Okay. Go, run, run, run. Okay, we overcame it. I hope that's the correct word. Oops. Are we really gonna rely on them and walk over it? Are we that worthless? Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, let me out of here. Okay, I'm going in. No, 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 sorry, sorry, sorry.
This can't be the only path. Let's head up there and take a look.
So, I shouldn't go in there, right? But I wonder what's gonna happen. I really wonder what's gonna happen. That's so scary. That's so scary. I'm not wondering anymore, and I'm dead. No, I have to. Yeah, I have to go over it. Yeah, that makes sense.
The switch is just up ahead. Hurry!
Hurry!
It's too dark. We're not gonna make it. Come on, faster!
What is going on?
Traveler! I won't let you die like this. Not on my watch.
Of course you won't, girl. Do what you have to.
Even though it's not permanent. Dying is definitely not a pleasant experience.
Will you remember it?
Great. You're back.
Yeah, thanks to you.
Time for you to get out of here. Quick, before the light runs out.
Time for you to pay the price.
What about you? You're not coming with me?
I can't. I've already been used up.
No, she's gonna be the next one to die? Used up? What does
The
that mean?
Guardian Spirit's skills are finite. I can only resurrect someone so many times.
What? A guardian spirit's skills are finite? I can only resurrect someone, so...
I might not look any different, but my essence has been
okay.
exhausted. Now, I will slowly start to fade away.
Wow.
I can go no further. The black mist is where I belong. It's okay.
Why didn't you
Wow.
tell me sooner?
Because it wouldn't have changed anything. That knowledge would have just burdened you. And a guardian spirit's role is to protect.
We really appreciate... I don't know what to
But-
tell. I don't know what to say.
Go. Now, before it's too late. I already hear Night Prayer approaching.
Girl, just run with us. No, Vodianitsa. Tonya is gonna... No.
Vodianitsa! How could this happen? Vodianitsa!
That's even so much scarier than Sumeru's quest. So we're only 5 now, right? No one else. Yeah, I mean technically, Mr. Sean and Amitia aren't dead. I mean technically, we're not sure. But also they're not here, so
I guess there's no
they don't
need to
count.
inspect the body.
You're beginning to grow numb to the tragic deaths that await each morning. Before long, the lament of countless water imps seems to resound around the theater, full of deep affection and sorrow for Vodianitsa. Your emotions begin to respond in kind, leaving a heavy feeling in your chest, of course. No, Vodianitsa, no. No,
This
but
wasn't
these are
supposed to
playable
happen.
characters.
You lied to us, didn't you, Chuganov? You've been lying from the start.
How will this situation turn around? I mean, probably we're gonna solve the Black Mist, and they're gonna come back, right? Like, they have to resurrect.
They aren't here anymore. Someone else needs to step up and take charge.
I feel like at least Mitya is gonna come back soon.
But first, I need to think this through. Considering everyone left, who's the most likely candidate for the deceased?
So do you mean the next one? Among those still remaining, the one most likely to be the deceased is... That's so messed up. I don't want to answer this. I mean... I don't think it's us or Odette. I think these three, but I think it's Shugana or Tonya. Or it might be Alicia. I'm gonna say Tonya.
Of those who remain, the only person we've never met before is Tonya. There is room to doubt her true identity.
Am I
People
correct?
are easily misled by first impressions. Now that I think about it, Child's sister was in fact a label I imposed on her due to my own assumptions.
Yes.
But Mr. Chuganov vouched for Tonya's identity yesterday, with basically no other possibilities left. Could it be? Tonya, how's Tusser been lately?
Tusser, yes. Tusser, the little brother. She's not gonna know him. She's not gonna know him because she's not Tonya. She's also like a ghost or something. She's not Child's sister. Oh, that's so messed up. That's so. But this quest is amazing. This is so fun. Old goosebumps and stuff. This is amazing. Yeah, Tusser.
Tusser?
Who is Tusser? She's not Tonya. I knew it. I knew it. But how is she like... She has orange hair and blue eyes. She's definitely... She should be like... Child's sister.
Your brother Ajax must have mentioned me in his letters home, right? Did he say anything about a blonde traveler?
No. And my brother's name is Razik, not Ajax.
Oh,
Chuganov, looks like it's your turn to do some explaining. Yesterday, you said you could vouch for Tonya. Why did you give us a false testimony?
I knew you were behind this, Chuganov. You've been lying through your teeth from the start. Everything about you is fake, down to the wife and daughter you're always talking about. Your entire family man persona is a charade, isn't it?
Has he been doing all this?
That night, when I infiltrated your place as Lelik, I noticed you were home alone. Didn't think much of it at the time.
Wait,
Just
what?
thought everyone else was out.
What?
But thinking back on it now, that doesn't seem very likely. My guess is, you live alone, don't you?
Even that was a lie? But why would he lie about having a family?
Yeah, definitely. Why?
oh. Curses. Oh, why is there no end to this blasted snowstorm? If it would just stop. If it would just stop.
What?
I
What's the matter?
think I remember now. I know how I ended up here. It feels like a distant memory. But at the same time, it's just like it was yesterday. The reason I'm always coughing is because I got sick with frostbite. The locals usually call it the snow cough.
That makes sense.
It's not a very common illness. It's partly genetic and
Oh.
partly caused by the cold climate, but it can be fatal. They sent me to the hospital as soon as they found out I had it. And I spent so long lying there in that hospital bed. After a while, I felt myself growing weaker and weaker. Nothing seemed to be working anymore. Neither the treatment that the doctors were giving me, nor the medicine my brother was brewing from frost fairy flower leaves. So one day, I told my brother that I wanted him to take me outside for once, so things could be like they used to, just for one day. I wanted to meet loads of friends, experience new things. He agreed. He snuck me out of the hospital, and we escaped. We got to the theater, bought tickets, and went inside. Oh, it was all so exciting. I remember the show very clearly. It was amazing.
And here we are.
But I found myself getting sleepier and sleepier.
Oh, Tonya.
When I woke up, I couldn't find my brother anywhere, so I guessed he'd already left. But there's no way he'd leave me behind. So I decided to stay here and wait for him. At the time,
But how many times are we
I
talking
figured
about?
he'd probably
how
gone to
many-
brew some more medicine for me. I was planning to chew him out for abandoning me when he got back.
It's probably like Mr. Sean's. I mean, was his name Sean? I think this is like that situation. She's also from the
Tonya.
past.
It sounds like by then, you'd already...
Yeah, I know. I understand now. Dead, aren't I? This cough and the feeling weak, it's probably just my body's memory. After all of that, it turns out I can't blame my brother after all. I was the one who abandoned him.
What?
I'm sorry, everyone. I realized this much too late. It seems like death skewed my perception. And now I've dragged you all into this mess.
What are we witnessing? What are we experiencing? What is going
Your name
on?
probably isn't even Tonya, is it?
Yes, it's
Didn't
not
that ever
even
strike
Tonya.
you as odd over the last few days?
Well, when I was little, my brother and I read a storybook. Antonia is the name of one of the characters. When we escaped from the hospital, our family and the hospital security were looking everywhere for us. So when you first approached me and said my brother had sent you, and called me Tonya,
That's a big...
I thought he must have chosen a fake name that only the two of us would know.
Wow, that's
Because he was
quite the
afraid of
story.
getting caught.
That's quite the story.
No. It seems like that was just wishful thinking.
At least your memory of death isn't painful. That is a small comfort.
Yes, at least don't be harsh on our traveler.
Now it's your turn, Chuganov. Talk to us. I believe no lie is ever told without a reason.
You're right. I was lying. I happen to know that the Harbinger child and his sister Tonya managed to get tickets, so I lied to you and pretended I knew them.
So he came with Tonya's ticket, right? The actual Tonya's.
And yes, I was lying about my family too.
Oh, okay. Why?
The truth of the matter is,
Okay.
I lost them
Okay.
a long time ago.
Are you from the
Just
past
refused to
too?
accept reality. And now I've spent the second half of my life living a lie. I'm a joke. My daughter's name was Iskra. And before you ask, yes, Iskra, as in Iskra Manufacturing Plant.
I think now they both are gonna leave. Tonya and the Chuganov together.
She also died from the snow cough. She was just 6 years old.
Stop.
If she were
Stop
still
it.
alive today, she'd be
Stop
around
it.
the same age as
Stop
little
it.
Tonya here.
And she said, you remind me of my daughter. Oh, that's so touchy.
After Iskra passed, my wife couldn't bear to face those memories either. So she chose to start a new life without me.
That's... That's life, I guess.
One day when I came home from work and saw the empty room, I felt like I couldn't breathe. Subconsciously, I started to imagine that they were still there. I soon discovered that this was the only thing that made me feel any better, so I just embraced the delusion.
This is really, really messed up. That's so harsh.
Nothing more than a pathetic means of escapism, I know. But at least it's not a crime. So explain
Yeah.
your false testimony then.
The night before last, when I was chatting with Tonya, she mentioned that her brother would brew medicine for her from frost fairy flower leaves. Combined with her various symptoms, I suddenly understood everything, including the fact that she was deceased. The snow cough used to be an incurable illness. I would pick frost fairy flower leaves to brew medicine for Iskra too. It took hours and hours on the stove. But the year after my daughter passed away, the Jester of the Fatui announced that a cure for frostblight,
Wow.
also known as the snow cough, had finally been developed.
Ah, that's so bad.
It turned out that all previous treatments were completely ineffective. No better than random concoctions. That was the final straw for me. I just couldn't take it anymore. Just one more year. One more year, and everything would have been okay. So, more than anyone, I know full well that in this day and age, no one in their right mind would still be using frost flower leaves to brew medicine for the snow cough.
Okay, that makes sense.
Poor Miss Tonya, therefore, had to have been from an era when snow cough was still a terminal illness.
So, you projected your daughter onto her? Even though you knew she was one of the dead?
Even though you knew that protecting her could get you killed.
That doesn't make any sense. You knew she was already dead. What did you hope to achieve by protecting her?
I mean, she reminded him about her daughter. I think
I just don't believe in your
enough.
crackpot theories. Nor do I approve of your actions. How can you just declare a living person dead and throw them out into that snowstorm?
Yeah, that's fair.
Nitia's gone. My good buddy Shram's gone. And now it's Tonya's turn, isn't it? The others I can make my peace with, but little Miss Tonya, here she is, standing right in front of us, alive and breathing, and fighting her own battles. Yet you're quite happy to say she's dead?
I mean, she doesn't have to leave. The other ones left because they wanted to leave. I mean, she doesn't have to leave. She
I just
doesn't
want her to live. Once this snowstorm is over, the very moment it stops, I'm going to march out that door and find someone who can fetch the very best medicine for her snow cough. I'll be damned if I'm gonna let you cast her out into the snowstorm before I have the chance to cure her. Not again! Not this time! Not when the cure is right within our grasp!
The voice
I'd never
actor.
be able to forgive
What was that
myself.
voice crack? That was amazing.
Mr. Chuganov, stop. I can't let you do this.
Tonya.
By the sounds of it, you've known I was dead since the night before last, right? I really liked Mr. Valeri, Mr. Mitya, and Miss Vodyanitsa. And now they're all dead because of
Her
me.
dress is still glimmering.
I'm not happy about that. The reality is, you've been trying to fight your own demons through me. But all you've really done is trap me inside your delusion along with you.
Unfortunately correct.
No! Listen to me. I want to save you. I do!
Well, at this point, I'm quite sure that I'm dead. I don't need to be saved. The time I got to spend with all of you is more than enough for me. Despite all the bad things that kept happening, I got to meet so many interesting people and spend so many days and nights by your side.
But like he's also right. I mean, you're standing here. You're here right now. I mean, it's worth a shot.
Since the day I escaped that hospital until now, this has been an adventure I never even dared to dream of. I'm very fond of you all. If it were only possible, I'd trade my soul to bring back the ones who died. If it meant things didn't have to end like this. And that's why I'm not fond of you at all, Mr. Chuganov.
I'm sorry.
It's them that you owe an apology to, sir. Not me. Well then, I suppose this is it. It's time for my adventure to end.
How is this
I've
gonna
caused
end?
enough trouble.
How is this gonna end? Is it gonna end only with us?
You're leaving
Like
already?
only with Traveler?
It's still early. Don't you want to stay a little longer?
No, thank you. Oh, and by the way, my name is Patashka.
Tashka.
It was
Oh.
nice meeting you all.
Oh my god. That's unbelievable. That's I got goosebumps all over. Tashka. That's incredible. That's amazing. That's one of the best quests.
Feels strange
That
that we're
was
only being
the-
properly introduced now that it's time to say goodbye.
That was the one of the best like closure scenes ever. Feels strange that we're only being properly introduced now that it's time to say goodbye. Definitely. That's why the effect was so like high.
Tashka,
Tashka. Tashka. That's a little hard to say.
What are you doing, Tuganov? Are you crazy?
let me leave. I can't keep lying to myself anymore.
In your dreams. Don't think you're getting off that easy when you had a hand in the deaths of so many people. The Fatui have honed quite an array of enhanced interrogation techniques since they were founded. Once we're out of here, Lelik will personally give you a taste of every last one.
Ooh. The snowstorm continues as if it will never stop. Nighttime.
I think we should leave. I doubt this snowstorm is ever going to stop. For all we know, this storm might have destroyed all of Snezhnaya by
Finally.
now.
Finally.
Maybe
Some
even the
courage.
whole world.
Some courage. I'm starting to feel the same way. Maybe this is the heat death of the universe.
Wait, we finally solved the mystery of the haunted theater today. Maybe let's at least try to enjoy tonight?
What?
Doesn't matter to me anymore.
What? Really? No, Mitya.
Am I hearing things? Or was that a knock at the door? There it is again. But I don't understand. The snowstorm hasn't stopped, has it?
Maybe it's the rescue team that Valeri mentioned.
Should we open the door?
Of course, what are you gonna do?
Is this it? Is this nightmare finally over?
Unbelievable. Wow.
If the last few days are anything to go by, I probably shouldn't be getting my hopes up.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
Whatever lies beyond that door at this moment, it could be something even more terrifying than everything we've been through so far.
But then it wouldn't knock the door. I mean, it wouldn't knock the door. It wouldn't have manners. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. I think this is gonna be really interesting. I'm so excited. I'm so excited what's gonna happen. No, my... I think it's Mitya. Welcome, welcome,
Hey, everyone.
welcome.
I'm
Welcome.
back.
How are you doing?
I knew it.
Feeling any better?
Much better, thanks. Whew, it is so good to have you guys here. I was a little worried that the theater would be empty by the time I got back.
So how did you...
Let me see.
How did you...
Tonya and Vodyanitsa are missing, which means... Vodyanitsa died last night. And then you discovered that Tonya was the other dead person. Am I right?
Yes, I'm genius.
Not
Here.
Tonya. Patashka.
Tashka.
First, tell us how you made it back here. Given the conditions outside, no one should be able to return alive.
And so what happened to the Sean, what is his name? I always forget. Sean? Shwan? Oh no,
You're right.
he got that frost.
The thing that got me back safely was a song. I heard someone singing.
Oh. Wow, did you really hear Vodyanica?
After walking into the snowstorm, my mind grew hazy. I don't know how long I walked through the storm before my mind completely slipped away. Then, suddenly, I heard the sound of singing. The voice instantly brought me back to my senses, and I regained consciousness.
Mitya, are you also an imp?
So I followed the voice, searching for the source of the singing. I searched and searched, until finally, just a few moments ago, there was the entrance to the theater, right in front of me.
The singing.
I've actually never performed this song in the theater before, because it has more of a ceremonial purpose for our people. It's not meant for the stage. It means something like, "May those we have lost watch over us, and follow this song back home in the night, so that we might be reunited once more."
That must have been Vodyanitsa's Requiem.
Yeah, of course.
Who knew it actually worked?
That song is meant to guide the souls of the dead. Mitya, that must mean that you...
Oh, so she healed him.
Huh. No kidding. Huh, seemed like I guessed right then. This is what I've been so desperate to tell you about. When I first stepped out of the theater, I was still quite lucid. My memory of it is still pretty intact. I remember the outside world being completely different than what I'd expected. It was like this was a world where only the snowstorm existed. There wasn't a trace of any humans or buildings ever having been there. I don't know how else to describe it, except to say that it just didn't seem like the real world.
You wouldn't even see the surroundings. I mean, it's completely snow.
And as for the Requiem, if I was guided here by Vodyanitsa's song, it can only mean that I must already be dead. And this is my soul, not my body.
Touch him. Touch him to...
But I didn't
prove it.
experience a clear moment of death while I was out there. Nor do I feel any different now than before I walked into the snowstorm.
You don't seem any different to me either. In fact, this is something I've been wondering about for a while now. If souls aren't physical, shouldn't they lack tangible form? Both Shram and Patoshka were clearly deceased, and yet their souls didn't look or feel like ghosts at all. They were visible, tangible, no different than you or me.
Yeah, so I think they're also fine outside.
This raises a truly terrible thought. Is that really what Mitya is suggesting?
I don't understand. What Mitya was trying to tell us is everyone in the theater had been dead all along. What? What? No, Paimon. Paimon, I miss you. We're all inside a dream. Oh, I wish. That is the best situation. Mitya has come back to life once again. We can leave this place now. What Mitya was trying to tell us is I am really wishing that it's 4 I'm gonna choose, but
Mitya
it's not.
said the outside is a world where only the snowstorm exists.
Yeah, of course
It
he
must
said
be
that. How would I
connected to the
think
ley lines.
this is the...
So going out there will only take us further away from the real world.
I mean, I think he said the first one.
Mitya's soul was summoned
Unfortunately.
back by the Requiem, confirming that he is indeed already dead. And yet, he looks no different from us. Of course. If even the long deceased like Mr. Shrim
Paimon.
can blend in with us undetected, then maybe we've all been dead from the very start. And all of us are now souls wandering the theater.
What is going on? What is happening? I'm really sweating. I'm really feeling it. Oh my god, that's so scary. No. So scary.
Yes. I think that this is probably the afterlife.
I wanna cry. Paimon. Paimon.
What
Where
did
are
you say?
You heard me.
What a
We
quest.
died in the theater. All of us did. But due to an obstruction in the theater's ley lines, our souls are trapped here, while an endless, infinite snowstorm rages outside.
What do you mean by all of us? Did also the viewers die?
It's ironic, really. All that time, we were working so hard to figure out who the deceased among us were, when the truth was, we were all deceased. The only difference being some of us died more recently than others.
I'm really not following. I don't understand.
Do you remember that note, "Death is near"? Seems like we misunderstood what it meant after all. Death was nearer than we wanted to think all along. The note simply meant that all of us were already dead.
So all our attempts to survive, our search for the deceased, it was all for nothing?
But also, like, they were all dead, but the other ones, like, dead, like Valeri and the, you know, first night, the two, the man and the woman died. They were like dead. So even if we are like dead, we have like some differences. So that's confusing.
Hard to say. At the very least, we helped two lost souls find clarity and go to where they belong. The presence of those two is probably what caused our souls to be drawn in by the ley lines. In which case, the deaths we've awoken to over the past few days were just souls returning to the ley lines for good.
If what you're saying is true, doesn't that make us the lost souls now?
Oh my god, that reminds me of the Natlan quest with Sideli. You know, we were trying to save the souls, and now are we one of them?
Huh,
That's
no wonder.
creepy.
This afternoon, when I was moving Vodyanitsa's body, I noticed that the other bodies in the room hadn't decayed one bit after all these days.
That's further proof that those aren't physical bodies at all, but merely our shells here in the afterlife.
Am I really dead? This doesn't feel real to me at all. No, that's impossible. This cannot be how it all ends.
That's so creepy.
I still find it hard to believe that all of us are dead. How exactly did we die in the real world? None of us have any memories of dying, right?
I mean, we do. As Traveler, we do. We have.
Not even knowing how we died is preposterous. Good grief! Surely there has to be some reason.
Exactly. It's hard to rest in peace when you don't even know how you died. It gave me lots to think about as I strode out into the snowstorm. I racked my brains trying to remember the cause of my death, the exact moment I died, the root of all of this, right up until my consciousness faded. Wait. Hold on. Right before I lost consciousness, I think I saw something.
What is it? What was it?
I can't remember. And I think I lost my notebook and pen.
Mitya, your hand. Is that blood on your fingers?
Blood? What? Are we having blood now?
You're right. There's blood on the fingertips of my right hand. Looks like it's already dried. When did that happen? What the? I guess this was what I saw. I must have desperately drawn it in my own blood right before losing consciousness.
What?
What's wrong? Do you recognize the symbol?
Yeah, where did we see it in Black Mist Dream?
It's Renova, the ruler of death. Alosha, do you still remember that Snezhnayan folktale you told me about? It was about the Grim Reaper. When someone's about to die, he appears as an incarnation of someone familiar to guide their soul into the afterlife. And as soon as you recognize his face, Your life is over.
I heard a similar tale when I was little. You think the Grim Reaper in this story refers to the ruler of death you mentioned?
That's right. In which case, death is near could also mean that the Grim Reaper is here disguised in a familiar form.
Death, the deceased, and the Grim Reaper? So it's a triple entendre.
Entendre.
When I first saw this note, I thought it contradicted the investigation report. But now it seems like that was the whole intention.
So the Grim Reaper deliberately misled us. Then, we started suspecting each other and searched for the deceased while they hid in plain sight.
By that logic, the one person most likely to be the Grim Reaper incarnate is... No doubt about it. It's Alosha.
Yeah.
Looking back at how everyone has acted over the past few days, Alosha is most likely the Grim Reaper lurking among us.
Oh no.
Is it you, Alosha? You were the first to discover the investigation report, and you had plenty of time to slip the note inside to mislead us.
So? Surely you can't suspect me based on that alone.
Oh no. Oh,
what if someone else found the investigation report first, slipped the note inside, and then put it back without telling anyone?
There's no denying it. The note could easily have been slipped in much earlier than it was discovered.
That's not all. I've also noticed that although on the surface, Valeri, Mitya, and sometimes I were the ones taking charge of the situation, looking back now, even though you didn't say much, you were always subtly guiding everyone from the sidelines.
What do you mean?
You were the one who emphasized how dangerous it was outside and insisted we all stay here. It was also you who suggested that we all sleep in the same place.
Yeah.
And earlier today, you tried to convince Patashka to stay. I don't understand why, but it was out of character.
So, you didn't understand my intentions, and now you're assuming the worst. Seems pretty unreasonable if you ask me.
He still won't admit it. Fine. Let's see how he responds to the most damning evidence of all.
The biggest question I have right now is, if the Grim Reaper is impersonating Alosha, then where's the real Alosha? When did they switch?
When was Alosha switched out? After the performance while investigating the snowstorm. The first night we spent in theater, when we discovered the investigation report, when Mitya returned from the snowstorm. I don't know. I don't know. Is this?
No, nothing related to Alosha happened that night. I should think about this again.
Okay.
No, the rule...
Probably the first one. Yeah.
That's right. This was the moment. Right at the start. Before any victims had even emerged, Alosha was switched with the Ruler of Death while everyone's guard was still down.
So, Alosha is not Alosha, right? Oh no.
When all this began, right after the performance ended and the snowstorm began to pick up, no one suspected anything unusual. We just assumed we were snowed in. It wasn't until we discovered the bodies the morning after that we realized something out of the ordinary was going on. But it's clear now that the oddities actually started earlier than that, when Dimov walked into the snowstorm and never came back.
Right. So Mr. Dimov was the first victim, not Sobolova and Torgov.
Who are they?
And if we pinpoint that moment as the beginning of this incident, then one thing becomes clear. Alosha, you are the only person who walked into the snowstorm and came back without the help of Vodyanitsa's Requiem.
More precisely, Alosha never came back at all. The one who came back was the Grim Reaper.
Not bad.
Oops.
Well, Since you've backed me into a corner, I suppose there's no point in keeping up the act anymore.
Oops.
Alosha?
You're the Grim Reaper?
I am no such tired cliché. Mortals should address me as the ruler of death. Before being wiped out for good, you identified the two deceased, and even sensed my presence. A commendable achievement. Far beyond what I expected.
I heard you can ferry souls. Those deaths each night. Were they your doing?
Your initial conclusion was correct. Due to the existence of the two deceased, the ley lines yearned to reclaim those long-lost souls. Every night they devoured an equal number of souls to fill the void. This required no intervention from me. Though of course, ferrying souls is indeed my authority. Here, take a look.
Oh no.
What are you doing?
That takes care
So
of today's two.
There is no point even trying.
Don't get so worked up. You are already dead.
Oh
And
no.
your souls must return to the ley lines.
I know we're already dead. You murdered us, didn't you?
Murdered? No. Murder is when mortals usurp my authority. Death is my jurisdiction. If I require someone to die, I need not resort to such laborious methods as murder. You simply met the criteria to trigger my curse of death.
I know about the curse of immortality. So there's another death-related curse too? You cursed us? When? And why would you do such a thing?
So often, humans pray to me, begging to know when their death will come, and what form it will take. But few people ask why. If you must have an answer, know that death comes simply because one's time has come.
So you're not gonna tell us the truth?
Hold your tongue. By all rights, you shouldn't even be allowed to speak with me. Those angels from the past are to blame for the reckless renovation of the ley lines here. It's made my work on this occasion infuriatingly complicated.
Work? So trapping us here, making us watch our friends die, that's just another day at work for you?
You clearly have a lot of questions. Fine. As a reward for your remarkable accomplishments over the past few days, I shall answer a few of your inquiries, provided they aren't too unreasonable. After the physical body dies, the soul must return to the ley lines for that person's death to be considered complete. My work encompasses the entire process of death, including, naturally, the guiding of souls into the ley lines, with which you are now so familiar. You must also be rather familiar with Natlan's Night Kingdom, I presume? It was I who supported the creation of the Night Kingdom.
Oh.
It provided a convenient means of guiding the souls of Natlan. Here, too, the ley lines connected to the theater underwent some modifications. The angels hoped to make them capable of accommodating the souls of some special creations. But this actually hindered their ability to accept ordinary souls to some degree. This effect manifested itself after you died from the curse in the theater, leaving you stranded in the afterlife, unable to achieve a complete death. But if souls who die from the curse of death fail to return to the ley lines within a short window of time, they will miss their chance for good. Then, they will remain forever suspended between life and death, no longer subject to the authorities of either.
So if you don't resolve this matter soon, and see all our souls return to the ley lines before long, we'll escape your control.
Mitya is sharp. This must be what Renova was worried might happen, and the reason she got involved to begin with. But if you have the authority to guide souls, why didn't you just show yourself and get it over with? Why hide among us in the form of Alosha?
You seek to understand the mind of a god. Very well. I'll tell you. This is a theater, and I decided I wanted to watch a show about death. That's why I encouraged you to take the events to the stage. I found myself getting quite immersed. I suppose the entertainment you provided makes up for all the trouble you've caused me by being so defiant in the face of death. There. Are you happy with my answer?
Can't say I am.
Really? But it fits the stereotypes you humans have about gods.
Just moments ago, you were complaining about how infuriatingly complicated your work here has been. Work is work, I get it. There are times when it's a huge pain, but you just have to get it done, right?
That's a rather unique perspective for a human. You are in fact correct. There is a pain point in this case. Due to the obstruction in the theater's ley lines, there is a hard limit on the number of souls they can receive each day, making it impossible for me to ferry all your souls at once. Revealing my identity too soon would inevitably have led to futile resistance, and there was a risk that any souls who chose to run would disappear. Then there was the issue of the 2 lost souls you called the deceased. The way you resolved that quandary was all part of my design.
That's what I don't understand. If all of us were souls of the dead, what made their presence among us special?
For centuries, they have refused to return to the ley lines, exploiting the issues created by the angel civilization to resist being drawn in. Centuries of obsession accumulated during this process. You may think of this obsession as the resentment of the dead, and in this quantity, it was a bomb that could have detonated at any moment. It reached the point where I could not afford to leave it unchecked. But the only way to fix it was to help them acknowledge their own deaths, make peace with their regrets, and willingly walk into the snowstorm. Only then, with my guidance, could they finally return to the ley lines. Otherwise, you would not like to know what the consequences would have been.
I vaguely remember seeing Batashka, but in the most terrifying form. Was that in a dream? Is that what would have become of her if she hadn't returned to the ley lines?
I see your dreams brought you many revelations. So you see, death in fact grants wisdom to mortals. Souls connect to all things in the world, and see the chain of cause and effect between them. It's nothing unusual. Anyway, giving psychological counseling to lost souls is not my strong suit. That is more of an angel's role. It was something I could not resolve directly using my authority, so I decided it was easier to leave the bomb defusal to you. Meanwhile, of course, their presence caused the souls of other members of your party to return to the ley lines each night. From where I stand, that was killing 2 birds with 1 stone, as both issues slowly resolved one another without me having to lift a finger. All I had to do was stay close by and keep the situation under control. Then use my authority to wrap things up at the end. And, of course, while I was at it, I thoroughly enjoyed watching this drama, dealing with death from a mortal perspective, play out on the stage.
Sounds like you had it all figured out, Grim Reaper. I just did the math. You said there's a hard limit to the number of souls the ley lines here can receive each day. It's 2, isn't it?
That much is obvious, even to a fool.
It's time to review this whole affair. If the ley lines can only take in 2 people per day, I need to go over the deaths from these past few days again. Looking back now, none of us had the faintest idea at the time. From the moment that staff member named Demoth walked into the snowstorm, the incident had already begun.
So first day, these 2, right? Soboleva and...
No. Let me go over this again.
And Togo.
No. Let me go over...
Wait. Was that Polish?
No.
So that's
Let
the
me
last
go over
girl.
this.
What?
No. Let me go...
Oh, wait. Yeah.
Alosha was the second to walk into the snowstorm after Demoff to investigate. During this process, the ruler of death assumed his identity, making him one of the victims. During our first night in the theater, everyone was caught up in the novelty of it all. No one could have expected there would be victims the very next morning. Despite all the confusion, and with the help of hindsight, we finally began to realize that something was amiss with the snowstorm. The ley lines devoured Torgov and Sobolova on the first night. At the time, we thought this might be a murder case connected to Lelik. Odette and I spoke a lot that night. 3 people were on watch, but in the morning, we discovered that someone had fallen victim all the same.
And the girl.
The deaths of Kulish and Rampana caused everyone to stop suspecting Lelik. Unexplainable phenomena occurred one after another, leading Mitya to suspect that we were caught up in a supernatural event. Later, we discovered that there seemed to be an extra person among us, and subsequently discovered the existence of the deceased. Mr. Schramm realized he was the deceased and walked into the snowstorm to return to the ley lines of his own accord. It turns out there really was a dead person among us. He thought it was all over, but Mr. Valeri's death was a rude awakening for everyone. The ley lines consumed him during the night regardless. A lot happened today. Mr. Valeri's death led us to discover the connection between the number of deceased and the number of victims during the night. The fact that there was more than one deceased seemed to bring us back to square one. Odette revealed some information she had been keeping to herself. Vodyanitsa was swallowed by the ley lines in her sleep, but the requiem she sang before falling asleep was quite a game changer. As it happened, Patashka filled the void left by Mitya's return from the ley lines by walking into the snowstorm this morning. The girl I thought was Child's sister Tonya turned out to be another of the theater's deceased. Come to think of it, Patashka was about to walk into the snowstorm at that time, and Renova, unaware that Mitya would return, was concerned that her soul would overflow from the ley lines. That's why she used Alosha's voice to try and persuade her to stay behind. Looking back, I suppose that was an early slip-up on her part. No one could have expected anyone who walked into the snowstorm to return. But just after nightfall, Mitya returned, bringing crucial information with him. Various truths began to surface, including that all of us were already dead, and that the ruler of death was here among us. Then, after revealing her true form, Renova callously claimed 2 souls. In fact, everyone was already dead by the time we took the photo. And in the days since, we've experienced many more partings in the afterlife. Now, only Mitya and I remain. And the true culprit behind everything still stands before us. In Mitya's eyes, I see the same anger and frustration that I feel. That covers everything. It's all clear now.
Your work isn't finished here yet, is it? The Traveler and I are still standing here, safe and sound.
The Water Imp's song threw things off a little, but it is of no consequence. The ley lines have already anchored your soul, and the first ray of light tomorrow morning will take you back. I, meanwhile, need to review my attitude towards the Water Imp race.
So the reunion in the night that Vodyanitsa mentioned, I suppose that was never meant to be a permanent reunion.
That just leaves you, Traveler. My power only allows me to temporarily separate your soul from your body. The ley lines of Tevat would not accept you, and your soul is firmly anchored to your body by your will, for a descender like you, who is not bound by Tevat's rules. Your death can only be brought through the most violent of means, such as directly destroying either your body or soul. I have no interest in involving myself with Descenders. For now. Although, this may change if Asmodee remains missing, or you insist on interfering with our affairs.
One last question then. All our struggles and sacrifices here, they were meaningless from the very beginning, weren't they?
Death abides no reason. Besides, what you call sacrifice is merely a concept created by humanity. To me, it is nothing more than a self-indulgent charade in the face of death. Mere mortals fantasizing that their actions could reclaim something from my grasp. A truly laughable idea.
Grim Reaper, you really know how to get on my nerves.
I'm not here to ingratiate myself with you. I kill merely because your deaths are necessary.
Oh, you've made that quite clear. But humans don't take well to being scorned. Not even by the gods.
Let's go.
This is futile. You must know that you are powerless against me in my own domain. I suggest that you save your strength.
For what? Maybe we can't change it. But if nothing else, we can at least teach you to have some respect for the dead.
Audacious. Wow, red snow. All eyes on me.
Wow, that's how they would connect. So we just fainted. Everyone just fainted. Cool. Cool. Guys, run outside. Run outside. Wow. Okay. Okay. Paimon. Paimon, I miss you.
How are you holding up, Odette?
What happened to me?
We have no idea. We have no idea. Is there new information?
How much do you remember?
What do you mean?
Oh.
Is the performance over? I can't seem to recall what happened.
How could we explain them?
Has Odette already forgotten?
I think everyone, only us, will remember.
Mitya?
Mitya, please remember.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I spaced out there for a second. Remind me who you are?
Don't you remember anything?
Don't you
Yeah,
remember?
I remember now, comrade. Looks like we guessed right. Just like me when Odette found me at the Armory Palace, for some reason, everyone killed by the Ruler of Death eventually came back to life, just with one catch. They forgot what happened while they were dead.
Odette and the others have already forgotten everything. Why were you able to remember this
And
time?
maybe we can remind Odette too.
Could this be the reason? You said this is the Ruler of Death's symbol, right?
I don't see anything there.
You don't? Huh. Okay, I guess that makes sense. I carved this into my hand in the afterlife, so it's not visible in the physical world. Does that mean I carved this symbol into my soul?
Looks like that.
What an unsettling thought. Still, at least I get to remember what happened. I suppose it's a blessing in disguise. What about you, though? The Ruler of Death mentioned that you're a descender? Is that why you can remember?
A full
Probably.
explanation would get complicated very quickly. But that's essentially it.
Well then, now that it's all over, let's figure out what we've learned. The first thing I notice is that everything here is precisely as we left it, right before our deaths. This confirms that time passes differently in the afterlife than in the real world.
They say that right before death, time slows down, and your whole life flashes before your eyes.
That must be how you know you have one foot in the afterlife by that point. Anyway, clearly the few days we spent in the afterlife probably only amounted to a few short minutes in the real world. This also aligns with previous reports of widespread temporary memory loss among the Armory Palace personnel. Now it seems likely that those were all brief deaths caused by the Grim Reaper's so-called curse of death. To those unaware of the truth, dying and coming back to life must feel similar to a short bout of catatonia. This leaves me with a couple big questions. What are the conditions that trigger this so-called curse of death? And why are we resurrected after we die?
If nothing else, I think it shows that killing us wasn't her ultimate goal. We still don't know her true.
Right. This time only got complicated because of the situation with the theater's ley lines. That's why she had to approach it differently. If the previous incidents of amnesia among the researchers are anything to go by, killing us is usually a pretty routine matter.
If nothing else, I think it shows that killing us wasn't her ultimate goal. We still don't know her true reasons for subjecting us to death.
Come to think of it, wasn't I about to note something down before I died? I can't remember what it was, but I think it was something related to my research project. Sorry, Traveler. I'll catch up with you again later. Right now, I have to make a trip back to the Armory Palace.
Sir, if I may, no one of your description has ever shown up in my investigations into Mr. Mitya's friends. Yet, You two seem very familiar with each other. Could you perhaps tell me where he was in such a rush to get to? And by the way, have we ever crossed paths? Forgive the presumptuousness, but I feel a vague and indescribable sense of familiarity about you.
What a language.
I can explain everything. Could you help me gather everyone in the theater in one place?
It's good that people remember.
So, Chuganov really is going to shut down the factory. I guess this theater incident actually did us some good after all. So, you said I promised to take you to the Armory Palace while we were in the afterlife, yes? I believe you. I think I even have a vague memory of it. Agreed. Let's check in on her first. The whole reason for our trip to the Armory Palace anyway is to figure out what's going on with her health.
Yeah, so it's only for us, not for her.